Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. And it's a last session. And we welcome you once again. And I want to thank all the panelists. And you all know, but then just a short introduction. I think we'll start from Mrs. Sandeepa. Please. Introduction. Yes.
Okay. Namaskar. Hope we had a nice lunch. Thank you, Amit bhai. I'm Sandeepa Kanitkar, MD of Canbasis, a microbial company based out of Pune. Thank you.
Myself, Dr. P.K. Singh, Agriculture Commissioner, Government of India.
Hello. Yeah, I am Dr. Mukesh Patel, founder and managing director, Agriland Biotech Limited, Gujarat, Vadodara.
So, good afternoon. My name is Manoj Varshne, Managing Director and CEO of IFCO MC Crop Science.
Good afternoon. I'm Devabruta Sarkar, President of Alga Energy Asia Pacific. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Shanmugam Samandan. I'm from known as Head of Agriculture Business covering Maya region, South Asia, Middle East and Africa.
This is Dr. M.S. Rao, former principal scientist, head of the Department of Entomology and Nematology from ICAR, Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, retired in 2018. So I worked on biopesticides throughout my 30 years. So I would like to thank Dr. Amit and the whole team for giving me this opportunity. Now, we all know that actually here we're all sitting actually are the stalwarts. And one or other way we have spoken. One or other way, all of them have spoken except, Deva. So the session is on the consumer awareness and market expansion for the bio-based products. And we all know actually awareness is the one which we have to bring it. So I would just, wrap this whole session within just half an hour. So we would not, take much time because everybody is in a hurry to go also. And then I would start with, background saying that actually people are aware of the bio products, but then they are not aware of their benefits, what is what actually. See, biofertilizers to be used for what? Biopesticide, which biopesticide used to be for what? Trichoderma to be used for which, purpose. Like that, there is no awareness. And then, delivery system also, there's not much awareness. Industry has been doing the great job. So I just want to, listen from, first we'll start from the Deva because we have not heard from him actually. All of us, other people we have spoken. So I want, your response, Deva, actually. This is what I feel and you can give your perception. Regarding the delivery system, people are not aware. Farmers are not aware of the delivery system, how to use it, how to apply it, and for which purpose it has to be used. That awareness is not there. How to make it, how to bring it.
Thank you. So I think the question is prudent whether how about the delivery system, but it starts from very basic thing. Forget about biologicals. First, I will again start from soil. So the basic awareness is that use of product delivery is secondary. But first, I think we need to really go back to the basic and make people understand how soil important is. Because I think we do talk. We have couple of unorganized or even organized, so-called organized social event to talk about soil. But it is more on visibility front rather than actually the penetration front and real awareness. I think it's time that when we really need to talk more and more and take all the initiative to really reclaim, because I think I always believe knowledge is not the key. The key is execution.
Excellent.
So I think that's where it all matters. So delivery mechanism comes much after that because people still don't understand how soil is important for each one of us, whether we are in agriculture or not, whether we sell pesticide or not, whether we sell fertilizer or not. End of the day, we all need food, and for that, we need soil to begin with. Come back to the second point, I think awareness about the importance of the product, because of any kind of product that is not doesn't give a direct result, or so-called biologicals, because or biofertilizer or biostimulant, it it's still not in the must-have category. People still believe it is nice to have. So even we ourselves sometimes believes that maybe or may not be required. So when we have our own confusion, how is this possible that 130 million farmers having less than an acre of land understands what is the requirement? So lot of education, and not necessarily this education stops in a setup of hotel like this. It needs to go to the real POG and BOG system, that really needs to go to the ground, and beyond AC rooms, beyond and in the hot sun, and talk about that more and more, so that they can relate.
Thank you, Deva. So education is the key. So what is your perspective, Manoj, from IFCO MC?
Yeah, thank you. I think I would just like to add a few perspective what Mr. Deba emphasized on. So I think the work has to happen on three fronts, right?
Yeah.
So first one has to happen on the corporate level, or the companies who are into this business, right? Now there has to be informed choices needs to be made, right? There is a confusion. Now one particular biological product, and then when we go and promote to farmer, it will increase the yield, right? Everything, though yes, farmer is interested for the yield, but the right value proposition need to be very well communicated to the farmer. This is this problem, or this solution is for this kind of problem. We need to restrict our choices in place, or instead of talking very general about biological solutions, right? There was a time when this concept was supposed to be educated. In my opinion, 5% farmers, at least a 5% farmers are aware of about the biological solution. Now, if it has to catch fire, the right communication needs to happen with the right intent. So that is at the corporate level, or the businesses who are into this. Second one, even for a grower, from the grower's perspective, he also need to be made aware of that this is the real difference it can make to him. Now there are biological solutions. He is still going for chemical solutions during the harvest time. There are biological solutions already available. So at least if you are not believing or 100% confident during the crop growth period, but during the harvest period, you can take care of your residue challenges, and then the MRL issues can be resolved, and then in fact to the consumer health also a lot of beneficial thing can happen. So I think so that is what is expected. There is also an education of the trade who's into business of selling this biological. They also need to be trained, though this is too generic. Everyone expect it to happen, but more rigorous effort needs to be made in on this aspect. And from the policymakers' perspective, educating it, I think universities are the best places. Maybe having some courses or some immersion programs on biological, so that the output which are getting produced from the universities are entering into industry. Industry need not spend too much of time for them to catch up and then start working at the farmer level. So that is one. And second one is probably look out for a policy on bio-integrated solutions rather than talking only on the integrated solution. So in my opinion, these are 3-4 perspectives I just wanted to add to enrich the inputs or the outputs of this industry.
Thank you. Thank you, Manoj. Now we have come out with education and training. So, Dr. Shanmugam, how do you see this issue? Actually, this is a serious issue.
From an agri-biological perspective, both consumer awareness and market expansion is a very important topic. I'm sure everybody will agree. Yesterday, if you remember, Sandeepa Madam presented some of the slides which talks about the penetration of biologicals across the world. If you look at India, it is still less than 10%, which means that the farmers are still not aware about the biologicals and its benefits, right? So that's the fact. But we know that biological is not straightforward. It is not straightforward like a chemistry because it is a living microbes. It has a lot of variability, right? At least in our term, how do we demonstrate whatever we claim? Yesterday we talked about abiotic stress, yield improvement. From an Indian context, even if you do a small change in the agronomic practice, you should be able to get 10% because we are far behind in terms of having a good agronomic practice. So everybody claiming that we can do 10%, 15%, we really need to ask ourselves, how do we really need to demonstrate, work closely with the farmers? People who in the agronomy would know that how do we demonstrate over a period of time, season after season, consistently delivering at least 70% of your trials. If your win rate is 70%, at least over 3 seasons, you can confidently demonstrate that your product is working. Very, very important aspect because we have to accept that all the biological products is not going to work, right? I think that's the fact. We need to acknowledge that, but that's where the issue comes in. The farmer tries first time and for whatever reason, when he not able to see the results, he has a negative perception that the product is not working. That could be true in that situation. I think that's where a lot of work need to be done in the background. Whatever we put on the label, are we able to demonstrate that over a period of time and not in just 1 trial, 2 trials, because we have a varied agroclimatic condition across India. How do we do that? Which means quite a bit of work need to be done at least before getting the product, even after getting the product. Example, today morning, Guba is doing a multi-location trials. They are actually helping us to do multi-location trials across India to validate some of the claims, what we bring on the table to biologicals, and not for 1 season. Again, if it is 1 season, I still don't believe that product is. If it's repeatedly happening for 3 seasons, then I'm sure we should be able to build in a brand which is sustained over a period of time. I also want to ask the audience, I've never seen an 100 crore brand, any biological single product which commands 100 crores, right? Maybe hardly 1 or 2 in the biostimulant, probably maybe there, but I have not seen a single biological product commanding a very, which means that we're not able to repeat that. So that brings back to the topic, very important to bring that awareness.
So we got another key factor, which is the demonstration, trials. Actually, Dr. Mukesh from the Agri-land has been doing a great job, and so many products yesterday he has shared actually. So we will listen from him how he has been doing it practically.
Yeah, we are doing this business since 1994, and we are particularly emphasizes on package of practices. So day by day cost of cultivation is increasing seed cost, labor cost, then chemical cost, and all these costs are increased. So farmer has to take care of their cost of cultivation. That is their bottom line. If they use a combination of, they use integrated pest management, integrated nutrient management, IPNM, then they inclusion of biologicals with their practices. And when the pest or disease population is below economic threshold level, at that time they have to use only some of the other chemicals or other stimulants. So they can reduce the cost of cultivations. Top line is market price. They are unable to control the bottom price. So whatever the market price they have to sell. So whatever the difference between the top line and bottom line, it is their profit. So we have to make the how to reduce the cost of cultivation. Particularly, we have to more emphasize on soil analysis, their soil profile, how they have organic carbon level, then microbial level, and their soil pH, then water quality analysis. And whenever any pest or disease problem is there, then we have to study that and analyze it free of cost at our corporate laboratories and write guidance to the farmers. That will help the farmers, and it will help to enhance the biological products in the market. Yeah.
Mukesh. And we have Mrs. Sandeepa. I think she has spoken many times, but then still, I would like to ask one question. How farmer can differentiate actually a better product and when compared to the other product which is not so great? So, can you?
Yeah, this is a very important question, in fact, because and it is important for biologicals, because biologicals, if you see, they have a very low entry barrier, and with respect to FCO products or with respect to CIB products, definitely there is an entry barrier. With respect to Me Too kind of things, that entry barrier is also reduced to a great extent. So in biological, what happens is people are expecting cheap products. And when you are expecting cheap products, then you might not be able to keep the quality as such. So when a farmer really comes to us and he distinguishes between the prices of different biologicals, he sees that there is a vast difference between the cheap product and the, you can say, a product which is very pricey. So what really happens is that the people who are having high cost of these products and they are doing some good legwork in the market, first of all, he accepts that product no matter for what reason, maybe for the yield or for the for biopesticides. It is in fact easier to convince him because he sees the result. For the fertilizers and all, it's very difficult to convince him to use the fertilizers first and then expect the results after some time. But then when he sees the results of that pricey products, still he is enticed to use a cheaper product. And when he doesn't get the results, then maybe he comes back to the pricey product. So this is what really we have seen in the market with respect to the farmers really, getting the results and then coming or having the kind of brand loyalty, because this is very important for the farmer as to have the brand loyalty, and a lot of awareness is required, and farmer really goes to the company which is able to give him the results. Now this is okay in the crops like grapes or pomegranate, wherein he has a dedicated kind of a product base or a dealer base who can sell him the best of products, because his product value is also very important for him, and which is taken up in his package of practices, because that is what is necessary for GAP and all. So these kind of farmers are able to be convinced properly, but otherwise for cotton, for sugarcane, it's not very easy for the farmer to really differentiate between the products based on the results, but the price. So we have to be able to convince him based on the results.
Yeah, thank you. At the end, actually, Dr. Singh, I want to request him. From the perspective of the government and government policy as a commissioner for agriculture, how do you feel? What's your perspective?
अगर इसको हम लोग ना 50 साल पहले से देखना शुरू करते हैं, ठीक है, 50 साल में जब से ग्रीन रिवोल्यूशन का समय से जो एक ट्रेंड बन गया कि जो गवर्नमेंट कहती है या जो SAUs कहते हैं, गवर्नमेंट मतलब SAU एंड ICAR सिस्टम, नास सिस्टम, व्हाटएवर, उसको किसान ब्लाइंडली फॉलो करता है. तो हुआ क्या है कि पिछले 50 साल का जो हमारा एक्सटेंशन सिस्टम रहा है ना, वो डायरेक्टिव बेस्ड हो गया है. हमारे यहाँ से डायरेक्टिव हो गया, वहाँ से डायरेक्टिव हो गया, ये पैकेज है, ये है, ये है, ये इतनी यूरिया डाल दो, इतना खाद डाल दो. तो किसान जो है वो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन बंद कर चुका है. अब वो चाहता है कि आप बता दो भाई, हम कर देते हैं, और आप ही दाम बता रहे हो, आप ही खरीद रहे हो, आप ही MSP बताते हो, आप ही जो कुछ कहते हो, तो आप बताओ, हम कर लेते हैं. अब सवाल ये उठता है कि क्या बायो स्टिमुलेंट्स या जो इस तरह के नए आ रहे, अब वहीं पे अगर दूसरी तरफ देखिए, मोबाइल आया जब, आज हर किसान एक्सपेरिमेंट, 200 से ज़्यादा मॉडल हैं, सारे किसान एक्सपेरिमेंट करते हैं, उनके बच्चे उनको बताते हैं कि भाई ये वाला अच्छा है, इसमें फोटो अच्छी आती है, इसमें बात अच्छी होती है, इसकी बैटरी लाइफ अच्छी. दे ऑल नो एवरीथिंग. वो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन चल रहा है, नया मॉडल आता है उसका भी एक्सपेरिमेंट कर. यहाँ पे वो एक्सपेरिमेंटेशन खत्म हुआ, सब कुछ है, इट इज़ ऑल पैकेज बेस्ड या फिर एक्सटेंशन बेस्ड. वो गवर्नमेंट बता दे, कोई और आके बता दे, हमारे यहाँ दिखा दे, अपने से किसान कुछ भी अब ट्राई नहीं करता। उसका एक बहुत बड़ा कारण ये है कि हमारा जो प्रोडक्शन और कंजम्पशन का पैटर्न है उसमें कोई कोरिलेशन नहीं है, इतना ज़्यादा डिस्टॉर्टेड है। अभी टमाटर का ही इस बार का देखें हम लोग, आप बायोस्टिमुलेंट डाल के फर्टिलाइजर्स बढ़िया से बढ़िया सीड लेके अंत में 2 रुपए बिकना है अगर उसको टमाटर को, तो क्यों कोई एक्सपेरिमेंट करेगा? हमारा मतलब वो अगर 100 कुंटल ज़्यादा भी अगर उसको प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है, दाम तो उसको अंत में 2 ही रुपये मिल रहा है, तो क्यों वो मेहनत करेगा? उसको हार्वेस्टिंग का कॉस्ट भी उसका नहीं निकल रहा है, तो इनपुट कॉस्ट कहाँ से निकाले? तो ये एक्सपेरिमेंट्स कि कहाँ पे हम टमाटर लगाएं, कहाँ पे हमको और क्या लगा लेना चाहिए कि हमें फ़ायदा हो, वो कंसेप्ट किसानों के बीच में प्रमोट करने की ज़रूरत है। एक्सटेंशन सिस्टम को, जो चाहे वो कॉर्पोरेट का एक्सटेंशन हो, चाहे हमारा गवर्नमेंट का हो, चाहे वो, अब हम लोग उस दिशा में बढ़ रहे हैं। फार्मर बेस्ड रिसर्च सिस्टम्स डेवलप करने की जो बात हो रही है, जो कि अभी विकसित कृषि संकल्प अभियान जो चला 15 दिन का, जिसमें ऑलमोस्ट 1,25,00,000 किसानों तक कांटेक्ट किया गया सभी एक्सटेंशन सिस्टम्स मशीनरी के द्वारा, उसमें भी यही पॉइंट आ रहे हैं। किसान चाहता है कि वो जो चाह रहा है उस तरीके से बैकअप तैयार हो, हमारे पैकेज उस हिसाब से बने कि हमारा कितना फर्टिलाइजर में उसको, अगर ऐसे समय में हम लोग जो भी इनपुट्स हैं उसमें सारी शिकायत इसीलिए आती है कि वो साहब सीड खराब निकल गया, साहब हमारा फर्टिलाइजर नकली निकल गया, हमारा ये खराब हो गया, पैसा लगाए साहब कुछ हुआ नहीं। तो पैसा लगाए कुछ हुआ नहीं, इट मीन्स कि क्वालिटी और इन सब के ऊपर भी फोकस करते हुए अगर हम एक्सटेंशन सिस्टम में प्रोडक्शन एंड कंजम्पशन, पूरा वैल्यू चेन की बात करें, जो मैडम अभी कह रही थी, अगर शुगर केन का एग्जाम्पल लो, पोटैटो का एग्जाम्पल लो, आप कोई भी टेक्नोलॉजी लाओ, क्योंकि वो उसका वैल्यू चेन फिक्स है, तुरंत अडॉप्ट होती है, आप उसको वहाँ पे तुरंत अडॉप्ट कर सकते हैं। तो दैट इज द इशू, उस दिशा में काम करना।
Thank you. I have just one question, or one or more actually for the audience. See, biopesticides application, co-application with the inorganic fertilizers. So, how to generate the awareness? Is it possible? Anybody can tell from the audience. Is it possible? What need to be done if it has to be communicated to the farmers? Biologicals along with the inorganic inputs like fertilizers, macronutrients. Anybody would like to throw a light?
Limited. Yeah, I think it's okay. Yeah, when we introduced the VAM long back, more than 15 years back, we had this experience like to check the compatibility in the field. It is not compatible with salt-based, like urea kind of, which is very corrosive. It is not compatible. It gets affected. Whereas when it is combined with product like complex fertilizers, it is compatible. And this is one point of view, like yes, which is less corrosive. Yes, we found that yes, it can be mixed, but we don't say that straight away. You don't mix with that. You can mix along with some organic manure.
Yeah.
And add this, then you reduce the effectiveness. True. When it comes to the biopesticides, really the awareness is very important. How to mix with the chemical. We always educate our the sales team and the farmers that never mix a biopesticide with a biofungicide. Biopesticide with a fungicide, chemical fungicide, which in turn will kill this beneficial fungus. Whereas there are a lot of research articles which says that the biological products, biopesticides, are compatible with insecticides. There is also a recommendation. I can show a lot of references which says that biopesticides are compatible with insecticides, and it helps in breaking the resistance also. It will enhance the shelf life or the effectiveness of the insecticides when it is combined with the biological products. That is one part. And we are talking about the delivery mechanism. So for us, the delivery mechanism starts from the field, what the farmers require, how the farmer want to apply the product in his crop. It depends from crop to crop. For crops like rice, farmers want to go for granular formulation. So we have to give granular formulation. The main thing is that we'll have to ensure the good quality. Whatever, like suppose if it is a biofertilizer or biostimulant, whatever the active content are supposed to be there, it is supposed to be there. Whether it is a water soluble formulation or a liquid formulation or a granular formulation, we have to maintain the quantity. And again, coming to the biological products as a whole, it is not like selling insecticides. We call it as like, since many years we call it as the concept selling. Yeah. We cannot directly go to the dealer or to the farmer straight away. We cannot go and say that, okay, you buy this product, it works well. We have to prove the product. We have to show the results to the farmers. Yeah. It's a long drawn process. True. It takes at least like, as someone said that it takes different seasons. Yeah. Continuously we have to show the results to the farmers.
Good. Thank you.
We collect the dealers and show the results. That is how it works.
So one point actually which is very valid what he expressed is that actually along with the organic matter, see the biofertilizers or biopesticides actually, along with the organic matter when you have it, so even if you have an inorganic input, it doesn't reduce the viability or it doesn't kill the biopesticides or biofertilizers. That is one thing. And Dr. Ajay Ranka of Zydex actually always says, and then me from the Indian Institute of Horticulture Research, we have been emphasizing that actually whenever you are adding any biofertilizer or even biopesticide for the soil health management and all, we always say enrichment process. I hope, I know Mr. Sandeep and all of them, actually Dr. Mukesh and all, they have been training people actually how to enrich the vermicompost and then the farmyard manure or any organic matter for that matter, neem cake or pongamia cake and all. That's the key because solid fermentation happens, solid fermentation. So this is the key actually. See, maybe a few 100 crores or a few million crores are there in one bottle of the trichoderma where you have the spores or the bacillus. So here we need to help the farmer to enrich it, multiply it, maybe 10 times, 100 times, or even 1,000 times, depending upon the organic matter, because that is what is required for the soil. So this enrichment mechanism is also one of the important things that which we have to tell the farmers, educate the farmers, train the farmers. So this is how I feel. So we covered actually. Amit is there. Yeah, we covered almost all the important aspects, Amit, here. Actually, one is the education, training, and then the documentation, and demonstration, and then the delivery mechanism, delivery systems, and then the how to find out which is good, which is not good, and then from the perspective of the agriculture commissioner, we heard. I think we have covered all the aspects. Maybe one or two questions we can take it from the audience, and then we close it. Is it okay?
I just want to add one thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Dr. if you have
no
permission
problem. You are
to do
most
that.
welcome.
Right. There's a one important field that we call about communication. That we always, when you talk about technology, when you talk about science, so in this heavy word, we'll call, you can say science, technology, innovation, these are very, very heavy words. Communication is a very simplistic terminology and that we always miss. When you talk about two comparison, before 5 years, when Geo was not that much in power, farmer was actually facing a problem, what is the right information or what is actually the information. उनके पास नहीं पहुंच रही थी. But now, after Geo, the farmer is facing what is the right or what is the wrong. The lots of information is floating to the farmer. So now industry is also having one of the role that the right information to the right farmer at the right time. We should ensure that whatever the information false claim is going on a market, that should actually, we should report as an industry one. If somebody is making a false commitment, it's our responsibility, we should report on whichever the media is floating out. It's our responsibility to report that immediately on that moment. Those who are good, giving the right commitment or right product, right quality, we should promote them. This is I think the only way to promote the quality, innovation and sustainability in the future. If I'm wrong, Dr. Saab,
Great.
I'll just
That's the point actually which is important. And communication. Here, about the communication, Manoj and then Mukesh also have told about this. Yes, communication is a very important thing. Right communication and right time and right farmers. So, excellent. So, we have covered almost everything. Do we have time to take one or two questions from the audience, or shall we wind it up? One.
Sir, I just
Yeah.
want to make one more point.
Yeah.
See, we are all talking about making quality products, and all of us who are present in this forum,
Yes.
everyone is desired of giving a good quality product, and farmers also want good quality product. But there is one another team in between, or or you can say middleman in between, dealers. Actually, how these farmers are getting spurious products. The companies are not selling directly to the farmers. It is sold by the dealers.
Yeah.
It's actually the farmers are suffering out of the greed of the dealers,
Yes.
not because of the companies. So that is also very, very important point. The
Yeah.
farmers are fooled by the dealers, not by the companies.
True.
Yeah.
We can take one or two questions from the audience.
Just like to have two or three things placed before this audience. So basically, Shanmugam right now said that he really has to see a company or a product of more than 100 crores in biologicals. So what really happens, I've analyzed in the biologicals, is that there are many bio companies who have their own DSIR lab and innovation and all. But then they are trying to do too many things based on the investment size they have. Right from innovation to marketing to sales and reaching the farmer. So that is taking a lot of their capital. So if a spirit of collaboration is there with the big multinational companies or with the big companies, wherein the innovation is taken to the dealers. So if you analyze Dhanukas of this world, or in domestic and other MNCs also, it has taken almost 40-50 years for them to have at least 16,000 to 25,000 dealers. And if you see the CIB website, you see that still 55% of the India's area is covered by chemical pesticides, one or other chemical pesticides. So that also still we have to cover a lot of India, because the per hectare consumption still we say it's very less, even though it is skewed. So in biopesticides, CIB says that 17% of the area has been touched with one or more biopesticides.
How much percentage?
17%, 17.
17.
So that is a metric which we have to see.
Yes.
And basically when you just now noted that where biopesticides are being sold, they are sold in high value crops like grapes and pomegranate,
Yes.
where the residue problem is there. Someone right now said that, okay, our farmers can use biopesticides and produce residue-free crops. But an FSSAI, which picks up the sample from the domestic market, 25% have got pesticide residues. But do we have? So does that mean that only we export good produce and not produce the best produce for India?
Yes.
So again, that I was telling, in fact, that the conditions in improving agriculture, they are really very overwhelming. So we really need a laundry list or a priority list which has got the improvement mechanisms in order to take it. And one more last thing is that analyzing the toolbox of the farmer. Because when we are trying to see that why do farmers want biologicals? That is very important aspect. That do they really need biologicals? So are there really the demands from the farmers that yes, they need biologicals? So we have been working on this aspect of the farmer, that yes, whether he feels the need for biologicals. And wherever he feels the need for biologicals have to be positioned very well in order for them to get up to 100 crores, 500 crores. And this positioning aspect is requiring a lot of evolution, not in the farmer's mindset, but also in the dealer mindset and the investor industry mindset. And that is what we are really, right now, some of us are working on to cure some of the aspects in agriculture.
Excellent. Very good. Yeah, please.
Madam, just here to add that the whatever export market is there, the production linked with the export market is basically of good agriculture practices and all the parameters of PHI and whatever, hand holding, stewardship, everything is there. So even if they are going to use chemicals, even then they will be able to export, because there is a lot of hand holding. So whatever 17% area is there for biopesticide, wherever they have touched, it may not be that it is only biopesticide. Chemicals may be there along with this biopesticide. So they are using whole range, but with a good agriculture practice and
And
stewardship.
biopesticides, in fact, I don't know if what is the interpretation, but our company is recommending biopesticide as a package of practice, as a not as when the pest comes you have to use a biopesticide. It is a habit which has to be improved so that they will need lesser and lesser of chemicals.
Yeah, that's a great model that you have shown. I feel that even the government of India has to take it up because 17% is very less. We have 150 million hectares in the whole country. So out of that 17 million hectares, we talk about sustainability. We talk about organic farming. We talk about reducing the chemical residues in the produce and saving the next generation. It can never happen unless and until the government of India takes it up from the agriculture department, SAUs can do some amount of work and ICAR can do some amount of work. It's the government of the ministry network actually from the block level, village level, taluk level, actually the government of, Department of Horticulture, Department of Agriculture, they have a great role actually to educate, to tell the people, besides giving the inputs and then the, for the drips and other things and all, they have a great role actually. Somehow industry has to, train them, convince them, talk to the department of the people, so that this goes in a big way. So we have 83% is not covered, so by the biopesticides, and we talk about the sustainability. It's a big question that we'll have to ask actually at the end of this particular thing. So government has a great role. Somehow we have to see the industry has to tell the Ministry of Agriculture website, if you open it, we promote biopesticides, biofertilizers, it will be scrolling. But how many people actually in the Department of Agriculture and Horticulture, they promote? So this is a big question. I request, whomsoever is there actually, do your, bit actually to tell the department people and then at a state level and whatever, level. It's not only, Dr. Singh Saab as a commissioner, he will be able to do a complete job actually. He has been playing a great role and doing a very good, thing. And he has been very proactive. And yesterday what he shared also has been excellent, extremely positive. So my submission actually for all of you is that work with the department people, convince them, ask them, to take it up, to the nook and corners of the, place. This is what ultimately I want to tell. Unless and otherwise this doesn't happen, government involvement in a big way, NGOs and KVKs. So we are going to have 80% remain actually out of 150 million hectares absolutely unutilized, untouched by the biopesticides. So this should not happen. I feel that this has to be reversed. At least when Government of India talks about vision for 2030 or vision for 2040, at least we should go more than 75% of the Indian 150 million hectares actually has to be covered with the biopesticides. With this positive note, we all work, we are all stakeholders, we have a role. I have a role. I have been doing this actually in a great way for the 30 years. I am not speaking actually, I have done this practically. And we have trained from the Indian Institute of Horticulture Research. We told the Director of Agriculture actually, we need that your staff have to come and then get educated and all. So I want to tell actually in the open forum that NPV people did not know he was a Deputy Director of Agriculture. So anyhow, we will not, maybe few people, we not criticize anyone. I just want to tell that actually we have a great role. Government has a great role. We all have a great role. Ultimately, farmer can get it if the communication, what Dr. Ramesh said, communication is the key. Whatever it is actually, let us reach as many people as possible so that sustainability happens. Awareness is the key. So many things we have spoken actually. I don't want to speak more than this. We have a role, whatever the way we want to involve the government, let us involve it. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. Thanks for all of you.
Thank you, sir. There's a two great personality and sitting in this forum. All personalities are great, but अभी मेरे लिए दो काम के लोग हैं तो मैं उनके लिए. One is sitting in the next corner and one is sitting beside me. I request Sri Manoj ji, they have something to announce.
Okay. So Amit wanted me to announce it, so I am announcing the third Brand RCOM. Brand RCOM is a agriculture and rural communication summit, and this is going to be third time in 2025, and this has been fixed up on the date of 28 November 2025 in Holiday Inn in Delhi. So obviously Amit want me to welcome you all there. So hope to see you there. Thank you.
Sandeepa ma'am.
So I have been interested on this responsibility of announcing the second edition of BioAgri Next 2026, not 25, 2026 at my hometown Pune in July, and this is to invite you all to the BioAgri Next conference, and hope to see you all there. I have a small announcement to make on behalf as the president of Basai. We also welcome all the bio manufacturers to be a part of Basai, and we are taking good stewardship activities and advocacy activities at Basai. So all types of companies, big, small, we welcome you to Basai. And we also will be having our exhibition at India Habitat Center in the last week of September. So welcome you there. I hope I'm not diluting your BioAgri Next, but then welcome to BioAgri Next in July in Pune. Thank you all.
I always believe that collective approach is always make the program or event success. So it's not that Basai or VIPA, they are not the competitor, they are the joint association, we work together for all one. Why I choosing Sandeepa ma'am and Manojji? Why? Because Manojji is in office in Gurgaon and holiday near to Gurgaon, and that's why the next edition for brand.com. And why I choosing Sandeepa ma'am? Why? Because second edition on Pune, and ma'am is belong to Pune, so I definitely require a lot money support from them. Now is the time for the recognition. The companies that have presented the innovation, sustainability, and the technology those you are working on. Our jury has given their marks. Jury chairman is sitting on a dais, so I should welcome Dr. M.S. Rao sir. Thank you sir for your support. आपने जो इस पूरे प्रोग्राम में दिया, मुकेश भाई, not only the jury, इन्होंने तो पूरा प्रोग्राम ही ऑर्गेनाइज किया. Thank you sir. डॉक्टर पी.के. सिंह साहब, एक शॉर्ट नोटिस पे आपने 2 दिन दिए. आपके 2 दिन डॉक्टर साहब बहुत इम्पोर्टेंट है, तो आपने 2 दिन यहाँ दिए. अगर मैं कंपैरेटिवली देखूँ तो मेरे लिए बहुत ऑनर है कि आपने 2 दिन अपने दिए. संगम जी इज अ वेरी टाइट शेड्यूल. इनको पकड़ना मतलब नेक्स्ट टू मोदी जी को पकड़ना है. He is not able to make a phone call or something because he is too busy traveling all over. तो आपने 2 दिन दिए. थैंक यू सो मच. देबू सर, इनके लिए मैं सिर्फ इतना ही कहूँगा कि मैं इनको बोलता हूँ तो he has cancelled their award function in, sir, in the university, the famous university that is going to award him for the best leader. He has not went there just because this event. Sir, thank you so much. Same with Manoj sir. Always he is with us, and Kanitka ma'am. Thank you so much. Now it's time for recognition on the award. So we have not we our jury has selected. So अगर कोई किसी को complain हो तो jury से बोलिएगा I have not selected anyone. Right. So there is no any first, second, third something. बट मुझे तो नाम बुलाना है तो मैं बुलाऊंगा. तो let's recognize Fenton Chemical. Fenton Chemical. अर्पित जी, I think they are outside. Stall पे होंगे. Can you can Fenton Chemical? Yes. Now Checo. Checo people please join. Dr. sir, please just give the innovation and whole team. Please join, sir. Everyone, please join. Yeah. Fenton की तरफ से अर्पित I think has left because of the flight, so she will connect. Next is Biophase. Narendra ji, Yuvraj Patil sir. Agriland Biotech. Mukesh bhai. And last but not the least, the company is working in the biological field for too many years. I think it's one of the largest, oldest company in this industry. Can you guess someone? Please tell. सर मैं आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा और रिक्वेस्ट दूंगा क्योंकि ये जो अब मैं बोलूँगा एक्चुअली वो इसलिए ज़रूरी है क्योंकि हमारा ब्रेड एंड बटर वहीं से चलता है. आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक्स टू आवर स्पॉन्सर those who have supported this event. So I would like them to please join us. I'll just announce the name. The first of all, the powered by sponsor, the no one is Samugam sir. Please. यही हैं जिनके कारण ये इवेंट हो पाता है. Zydex Industry, Selen sir. Thank you so much for your support. And not on this one, all continuous support for all of the programs. Thank you so much. Are supported by sponsor Alga Energy and Agma Energy. Devo sir. I need to check, sir. Which one? Sir, this is all yours, sir. Thank you so much. Our gold sponsor, Sumil Industries. Megha, please join. Our gold sponsor, IFCO MC. सुहास सर हैं अभी? सुहास सर, योगेश जी, योगेश मोहिते साहब. Nobody. Anybody from Bayer right now? The Good Rise Alliance. Sir, Manu sir, you can take please through the. Is there Swazi? Yogesh, please join. I was just looking up. Good Rise Alliance is a part of Bayer. Again, the Agronoxa. Agronoxa, Mukesh bhai. ठाकर केमिकल से सुमित जी नहीं ज्वाइन कर पाए तो माइक यू कैन प्लीज रिसीव दी टोकन ऑफ सुमित जी ठाकर केमिकल एसोसिएट स्पॉन्सर associate sponsor Fenton Chemical. The lady is still here. Fenton. Okay, just leave it up. AgriAgri. AgriAgri. Our kit sponsor AgriAgri. Our memento sponsor BCA, Bharat Certis. And our lanyard sponsor, Sahadri Farm. Sahadri Farm. No? Checo, our lanyard sponsor, a badge sponsor. A unique technology, Checo. Now I would like to formal thank you for all of one. Thank you so much आप लोग यहाँ आए 2 दिन के इवेंट को सक्सेस किया और अभी I will just felicitate to the panelists और डॉक्टर साहब please be डॉक्टर साहब please felicitate to Singh.
So yes, here we are presenting a memento to Mrs. Sandeepa. Now I request you to present a memento to Mr. Manoj Vashne. Okay, here we have Dr. P.K. Singh. Yeah. Dr. Mukesh Patel. Everyone please give a huge round of applause. Dr. Mukesh Patel. Mr. Devabrata Sarkar. Mr. Samugam. Now I request you to present a memento to Mr. Manoj Vashne. And now I request to Mr. Amit B.K. Khane to present a memento to our moderator, Dr. M.S. Rao, former principal scientist and head of Entomology and Nematology division. Thank you very much. Let's take a group photo. Yes. हाँ, आप सब लोग भी यहीं पे रहिए. We'll take one group photo. आप सब लोग भी आइए धीरे धीरे करके स्टेज पे. Thank you very much, all of you, for being a part of Snail Integral BioAgri Next Global Conference and Expo 2025. That's all for 2 days. आज का दिन यहाँ पर खत्म ही होता है. हम वापस अहमदाबाद में आप जब भी नेक्स्ट ऑर्गेनाइज करेंगे तब हम फिर से मिलेंगे. But I enjoyed the 2 days with all of you. Thank you very much for giving your presence. Here I sign off. This was your host Priya Saraiya. Thank you.